Let's get some more calls in. Seattle, hello.
Hello. I wanted to ask the senator from Arizona, when we end up condoning this kind of brutality, where is the fine line between keeping this type of brutality out of the other venues? Will it escalate, and how will Stern have it?
Obviously, the person dealing with Howard Stern had trouble holding two successful thoughts together.
Okay, my only comment is I think that it's already clear there are copycat things. There's a great deal of money involved here. By the way, off camera, it was mentioned that both Mark and I were at the fight where Bobby Garcia was killed. It was a very tragic event. I think you could argue that the referee should have stopped the fight before. But there was a referee in the ring, and that referee was doing his best to see that he wasn't seriously injured. Yes.
Curitiba, Brazil, hello.
Hello, I've got a question to Ken Shamrock.
Sure.
Ken, we always technical fighters as Marco Ruas, as Royce Grace. We always technical fighters like this beat the powerful fighters as we've been seeing on the last Ultimate Fighters fighting.
Did you get that question, Ken?
I
guess it's how would these kind of fighters do against pro fighters?
Against boxers?
Yeah.
Well, it's been in the Ultimate. We've had a couple boxers in there, and they haven't done so well. But they weren't championship boxers. Guys like Mike Tyson or Evander Holyfield. You know, those guys, you never know. If they step in there, they could knock you out. But you'll never know unless they do it. And
how about the technical fighter against the bruiser in your sport?
Oh, well, a bruiser, he comes in, I guess he could do okay. But most of the time, the technical fighter's going to win. And the guys that usually win the championship have been the technical fighters. We haven't had a bruiser win one yet.
John, do you like karate? Do you like the martial arts?
Oh, yeah, I think they're fine.
You have no qualms with...
Yeah, I might add that Ben Nighthorse Campbell, who was an Olympic judo participant, shares exactly my view and is very much opposed to this
there is, Bob, you must admit, when you look at this kind of thing, I mean, everything goes but gouging. Kind of distasteful.
The more you watch it, the more you begin to understand what everybody is doing. And so the more you watch it, the more you see technique. And it's interesting also to point out that we've never had a bruiser who's won, and that the winners are usually jiu-jitsu and wrestlers. So that it is not the more violent, it is not the karate or the taekwondo, it is the jiu-jitsu that wins and the lighter fighters. And I think it is of particular importance when people want to study self-defense to really understand that those are the ways to win. And that the people who fight in this are most definitely very highly skilled and very well-trained athletes.
Have we had opinions from people like Steven Seagal or Chuck Norris, to your knowledge? Anyone know?
Well, we've had Don the Dragon Wilson, and he likes it, and we've had quite a few celebrities there
that like it.
I mean they like it. They think it's it's mano a mano, it's one-on-one, and we take precautions against people getting hurt, and that's why we haven't had anybody hurt.
Let me get a few more calls in, and then we'll meet Garth Brooks, and we'll do that right after this. We're back with our remaining moments with Robert Meyrowitz, Ken Shamrock, Senator John McCain, and Mark Ratner. Let's get some forecasts. What's going to happen to the sport, Bob?
It is just growing and growing. Everything we do, every time we do one, it gets more and more viewers. The videos are selling extremely well. I think that people all over the country are beginning to respond to it. It has changed what people think of martial arts. It has changed the martial arts community. It is getting more and more exciting, and there's almost no level, with the greatest of respect to the senator, no strata of America that isn't involved in ultimate fighting.
Is it a sad commentary?
I think it is a commentary on what's happening in America, but what I think is going to happen is that it's going to eventually go overseas, because 36 states don't allow it at all, and the other 14, I think, will eventually...
But they can't prevent the pay-per-view from being watched, right?
No, and so I think it'll probably go overseas, and the pay-per-view will be...
Pick it up there.
At your local video.
You plan no federal...
Is there anything you'd want to do? I mean, there seems to be no plan or no
I'd like to see the rules.
Here. What would you like?
I would like to see it acceptable to those commissions, those athletic commissions that are appointed who are tasked with the job of regulating all sporting events, and it'd be acceptable to them. Then I think it would be acceptable to me.
How do you regulate the Ultimate Fighting Championship?
What would you like, or how could you?
I would ask Mark that question. Maybe he could.
Mark, can you write some rules for this sport?
I don't know. Anytime you have somebody that's already on the ground and you can knee him in the face or you can kick him when he's down, it doesn't seem like it's a sport to me, and I don't think we can regulate a sport like that.
That's kind of
Ken, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, you know, I see it growing. You know, the bottom line is that the people like it and the politicians want to ban it, and that's usually how our society goes, is because the politicians don't look to the people, and the people are the ones that vote for them. And they need to turn around and look and see what's going on, maybe meet some of the fighters and see what kind of life they live, see what kind of people they are. Because I take it as an insult when they say it's barbaric and that we're animals. And I get very angry when they say that because they don't know me.
Mark, where do you think it's going?
I agree with Senator McCain. I believe the few states that have had it will regulate it out of existence, and you'll see it go to South America or across the ocean.
Would you favor anything going, Bob? Cockfighting? Would you favor bullfights? Would you favor that?
That question is not really relevant. No, in this case, no, I don't favor any of that. No.
So you do favor drawing lines?
Martial arts is a sport, and I think what people here don't realize, and what Mark doesn't appreciate, and what Senator McCain doesn't appreciate, is that martial arts is a sport, a huge sport in America. There's nowhere in America you can go and not see a jiu-jitsu or a taekwondo or a karate school. Kids are going, they're studying it, it's good for their...
They're saying that's not this, right?
I was going to say,
right, that's
every
fine.
judo match I've ever seen, and other karate, even kickboxing, there are rules and regulations, and your job is to disable your opponent, and I'm not sure
true. That's not true.
Well, we will have to make up our minds for ourselves. I thank you all very much. Robert Meyrowitz, Ken Shamrock, Senator John McCain, and Mark Ratner. And one quick thing, you're going to get a budget?
Not sure.
Not sure. Bosnia?
I think we're going to probably give some kind of resolution that will help to minimize the risk and maximize the chance of success. At least I hope so.
Thanks very much. Thank you all very much for joining us. Garth Brooks, the major superstar in the world of country music, is next. Don't go away.